Alright, let's keep going. So you'll probably have noticed also that there's jars on the side, but none of the tricks I've showed you thus far will really work, so we just gotta ignore them for now. We can't get them. So now... Yeah, we can't jump up there. But we can go here. Yo, for the longest time, I didn't know you could actually climb this. Because it's just looks like it's part of the back room. But yeah, those are platforms you can actually go on. We are going to miss that jump and fall down. That was totally something we planned. Let's actually make that jump this time. Go ahead and get the goggles. Now, also, the velvet hat, I always liked how the, little thing there is like a beanie. But if you equip the goggles, it's not really worth it. We're gonna... Oh, come on! Sorry, I'm so sorry about the control. I'm gonna try to fix it when I record my next batch. This is still only the first day of recording this. So you'll see that it lowered our intelligence and doesn't boost our defense at all, which makes it not worth it at all. So we are going to just equip the velvet hat and keep it. Coming up over here, we got a weapon called, I believe he's called a phantom sword, a puppet sword. And honestly, the best way to defeat that guy is just use soul steal on him. Because otherwise you have to fight all the swords individually, and it's a pain in the ass, and it's just no fun. I actually want to come back down. Go through here first. Because over here we can get the Knight Shield, which will give us a good defense boost. And then you'll have to remember that little, rock sledge thing, whatever that is. We'll come back to it later. But I'll show you how to fight this guy legit. Best thing to do, honestly, is to spam axes against him. Or any type of sub-weapon. From a distance. Unless you have a long weapon equipped. If you're using the jeweled knuckle, that is. If you have a regular sword, you can go toe-to-toe with him and stay just out of range. And take out those swords that are flying around him. But with the jeweled knuckle, not worth it. You're going to have an easier time if you just use sub-weapons. Speaking of weapons, though, let me see here. Let's go to swords, because we did get the cutlass, and we got 2 of them. And it's actually not that bad of a weapon, so, you know what? I am going to equip this sword. Alright, here's a cool little thing. If we sit in this chair, this blue priest will come over. And this is a Catholic confessional, by the way, if you don't know what you're looking at here. But pretty much, we say our confession, and he comes and anoints us, and we do it again. Now, if this guy comes and he closes the curtain, you better get out of there, because he'll try to stab you. Yeah, so sometimes the blue guy will come, and I'm gonna try and do it one last time, but it might not happen. The blue guy will come, and he'll leave behind, the game calls it grape juice, but it's supposed to be wine. Because you know how, at Catholic Mass, they do the body and blood of Christ. I don't know if they do that with other Christian religions. But also, if you sit over here, you can do confession for a ghost lady. And she'll cry and tell you something. And then you can also do it again. And sometimes this lady shows up. And she's just as bad as the purple priest, where she'll try to stab you too. So yeah, again, cool little details, cool little Easter eggs that really make this game so memorable. Take out these Skelerings. Now that the cutlass gives us a little bit of range, we can actually enjoy that for a little bit. Nice. Go up here. Yep, we gotta go this way first. Oh, I missed the jump like an idiot. There we go. So remember this too, we'll have to come back here. So this is the bell tower area of the chapel. And this can actually be kind of a pain in the ass, because you have to deal with these crows that can knock you down. And if they knock you down, then you fall down and you gotta climb all the way back up. It's a pain. See, like that. Especially when you try to jump from platform to platform like that. They always seem to attack at the most inopportune times. And it can be kind of hard to get, you know, a good lineup on the damn things. There we go. Take out the hunting girl over here. I don't want to kill her while she's up over there. I want her to come back to this platform just in case she drops her one of the things that she drops. So she didn't drop it, so it didn't matter. Alright, you can go through here, but you'll see this hallway is lined in spikes. Don't touch those, they hurt a lot. So we're not going to go through there just yet. Yeah, so the hunting girl can drop a weapon. That is kind of a cool weapon. That I would like to get. Not really... I guess it's not super imperative to get it, but it'd be cool to have it. But if we really want, we can come back and get it when we actually need it. But we don't really even need it. It's just, you know, it makes life a little easier later on. But that's alright. So, we got our life max up. We're going to check the map, make sure... Ah, see, this is what I wanted to show you. So, you'll see that even though we explored it, it didn't reflect on the map. So we have to actually fall back down and fill in that gap if we want to get total map completion. And also, when you get up here, make sure you jump and hit the top. That way it fills in the top of the map, too. We got the silver plate. We're going to go ahead and equip that. And then we're going to go ahead and fall down. Now, I think it was just only this side, yes. So, I believe... Perfect. Ah. See, that's what I was telling you about. Now we gotta climb up the whole damn thing again. There we go. Take him out. That's right, I'm not really concerned about that money. We'll get plenty of money as the game goes on. So now we filled in that, we can go through this door. Oh. Theoretically. Bone halberd. When you fight the bone halberd, make sure you duck. That way he can't actually hit you. Alright, see, this is an area where the Bible is actually really useful. And why there's two, I have no idea. That was weird. That was a weird little glitch. And just like pretty much everything else, the Bible has, you know, it has a special damage type. It's very effective against certain enemies, and against other enemies, you'll see that it does less damage. Like over there, it only did 13 damage to the gargoyle thing, the winged guard, 14. But the bone halberd, it annihilated. Let's go up here. We want to get this. Whoops. Whoops. Come on. Come on. Come on. There we go. Zircon. We filled in the top. Let's go through here. There we go. Takes out those bats in one hit too, which is useful. Yeah, see, so it does like almost double damage to the skeleton. Alright. This is the next boss. This is the Hippogriff. And he can be a little tough if you're slightly under-leveled. He's not so bad, though. You just want to duck under most of his attacks. Best time to hit him is when he's flying down. Like that. You can actually get close to him and hit him while he's doing that. Takes a little bit to do damage to him, but we're going to finish off with a soul steal. Get some of our health back. He might come down on the ground like that and run at you. Just avoid him. I think he only starts doing that when he's somewhat low on health. He can also lay eggs, which produce little baby hippogriffs. I forgot he could even do that. Let's do... There we go. This should do a decent amount of damage to him. Whoops. There we go. Perfect. He's going to give us a life max up, which will refill our health.
Impressive. You're very strong.
Thank you, Maria.
What is
I
it
absolutely
you want?
am.
You didn't come here to tell me that.
You're right. Do you know the name Richter Belmont?
Of the Belmont clan? Of course, but...
He disappeared about a year ago, and I'm sure he's here. If you see him, please let me know.
As you wish, my lady.
Thank you. So, you do know how to be a gentleman.
And what's that? So I was a perfect gentleman the first time we talked, Maria. I don't know what that's all about. But again, I just love the little detail of they got, you know, she says Belmont, she's thinking Richter, but then Alucard's thinking Trevor. And they, instead of like doing a redesigned Trevor sprite, they do Trevor sprite from Dracula's Curse. Just, I love it. It's such a just cute little detail that they didn't have to do, but they, you know, decided to put that in. Use the Bible to the full advantage here. And press onward. We're not going to go through there. Actually, I think that is a save point, so we are going to go through there. Son of a bitch. There we go. Yep. Let's save the game. So far, I think we're doing pretty good as far as map exploration goes. We're going to have to backtrack quite a lot later on, fill the rest of the map out. But, for the time being, we're doing pretty good. Let's pop up here. Come get this potion. I forget what's here. Oh, it's a sword. I forgot. I think it's a talwar? Oh no, it's a cutlass, which we already have. Then we're going to go through here. And this, I'm surprised it didn't say the name. Usually it does. But anyway, this is like the castle keep. Alright, here's another variation of the flea men. These are not the ones that make me rage, but these ones are definitely annoying. The flea riders, I hate them. Also, a nice little detail here is that swords are actually very ineffective against the armored enemies like that. There we go, Castle Keep. For those, you're better off using the clubs. I think this actually takes me to a boss. Screw it. Oh no, perfect. That's exactly what I wanted. This is a portal. And now we have access to the portal in the Castle Keep. So we're going to teleport around. This, I think, took us back to the outer wall, which we don't want to be at just yet. We want to go back to the castle. Over here. Castle Keep, I mean, because we are in the castle. What am I talking about? There we go. I want to jump up here. Ride this to the top. Also, if you press up, Alucard covers himself with escape like that. Don't really think there's any applicable use for it. Just something cool. You can also go and get turfing, which, I forgot what it does. Oh, it's a cursed dark sword, and it lowers your attack substantially. I can't remember if there's, like, a secret to it. I'm also going to sort my inventory real quick. Medicine, 1, food, bomb, row 2. Okay. There we go. Now it's at least a little organized. Alright. We can't actually go up that, but we can come up over here. Kill these flea riders that are so damn annoying. And actually drop down. Oh, is there no way back up? Oh no, there is. What am I talking about? There obviously is. Gonna get the money. Going this way. There we go. Good thing we kept the Bible. Thank you. Alright. So, we come over here. We got the Leap Stone. Another relic. This lets us double jump. So now, there's some areas that we can get to that we couldn't get to before. So, we're already going to begin backtracking. Not yet, though. There's a little bit more progress I think we can make. Whoops. So yeah, see, now we can make a jump like that. But this pretty much has opened up a whole slew of new areas that we can go to. I don't think I can make that, though. Yeah, not yet. Yeah, we can't go up here. Alright, take that back. We are going to go back this way, though, because now we can, remember those overhanging things in the chapel? We can actually get up to some of them, I think. Or do we need... Actually, you know what? Instead of going back to the chapel, let's go open the other blue door. I think that's going to be a more worthwhile thing. So let's go to the outer wall. And we'll teleport there too, save some time. Oh, and also you can tell what the areas are based on the animal that is the room. See how this one's a scorpion, the one before this was a horse, the one in the castle keep is a lion. It's an easy way that you can tell which one you show up at, if you can be bothered to remember them. I'll be honest, I don't, so you'll probably see me teleport and check the map pretty often. Now, we could actually go to the clock tower, because we can make that jump, but I like to save the clock tower for last, for a couple of different reasons. One, because it's a little tough. Two, because, I don't know, I just feel like it's a nice climactic area to, like, do as the last area to get back to the castle keep. So I like to save the clock tower for last. I could have taken the elevator down, but I decided not to. No particular reason. Now, we can come and get this, which is just a garnet, which is a gem that we can sell. Nothing in there. What we first want to do, actually, is come down here. I want to look through this telescope again. There we go. Now if we zoom in, or not. Alright, that's weird. There's supposed to be something there. I thought it triggered right away, but I guess not. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe I have to go do the thing first, and then he'll show up. You know, the thing that's supposed to be in our view over there. Oh yeah, we don't need to fight him. What am I doing? We want to go this way. This will take us back into the marble gallery. I'm going to keep the axe right now. That'll let me do that to the stone rose and not have to deal with his shenanigans. Come on, shake it off. So this creature in this game is called a Diplocephalus, which is a strange name that I think they made up. But in other games, this enemy is called an Amphisbaena. So another case of just weird translation stuff. And an Amphisbaena it's a snake with 2 heads. And so like, but not 2 heads coming out of the same end. Like, its tail is also a snake head. Yeah. Pretty sure I got the right creature in my head. So there is actually a terrific Castlevania fan site that young Mitch stumbled onto when he was younger. It was called Mr. P's Castlevania Realm. And it is actually how I first found out that Castlevania did not die after Castlevania 64, and instead had just become like, different things, different series altogether. But long story short, there is a excellent series of articles on that site that pretty much goes over the origins of all the Castlevania enemies and tells you like the creatures that they're based on, or what the things that they're named after are. So like, for instance, one interesting example is the boss that we fought earlier from Super Castlevania 4, Slogra. You might think like that's an original design, and it very well could be. It could be an original design that they came up with. But there's actually like a painting from the late 1800s. It has like this lizard dude in it that's holding, like a lizard bird guy that's holding a trident. And it's like an obscure painting, but like the resemblance is uncanny. And it could be very possible that that's what they based Slogra off of. So I don't know, things like that are just interesting to me. Alright, let's drop down over here. This is going to take us into the next new area. Spoiler alert. The underground caverns with really cool, like, subdued, groovy type of music in it. I like this area a lot. Alright, let's go through here. Let's save. Because there's something I want to show you with these spear guards, too. That's kind of a cool little detail. So yeah, one thing I like about it is when you hit them with the axe, most enemies, the axe just kind of like chops through. But these guys, it like bounces off of them. Oh, and a little bit of weird lag right there. Don't know what that was about. Oh, we almost lost the axe. It's not good. We are not going to drop down there just yet. We're going to keep going across. Come over here. Get this heart max up, but we aren't done. Come over here, break this wall. Get a bandana, but we aren't done. No, we are. We are done. So bandana, I think, is not worth equipping. Yeah, that'll bring our intelligence down by 1 point. We're going to stick with the velvet hat. There's really no reason not to, for quite a while. Because, like, that 1 point of defense is almost negligible. I'm going to drop down over here. Block that block that shield. Block that arrow with our shield. Try to take out some of these bone archers, but we don't need to go crazy. We're doing pretty good as far as level and experience goes. And as far as cash goes, too, we got plenty. So yeah, let's... Boom. Chops right through him. Because see, if I throw the thing at the bone archer, it just flies right through him. But with these guys, it, like, dunk. I don't know, I just like it. And they can actually, they have a move where they twirl their spear. And it can deflect that move right there. If you happen to, like, attack them while they do that, they deflect it. Which is, again, just like a cool little detail, cool little attack that these guys get. He did it! Let's go through here. No, we're gonna keep that, actually. Right, yep, because this will take us into a new place we haven't been. Get us our life max up. I like the music here. The piano right now, so good. You know, they say you shouldn't hum when you do Let's Plays, because number one, your voice is probably awful, and number two, it probably isn't going to sync. But, I don't care. Ooh, a shiitake mushroom. Delicious. Alright, what we are going to do is, before we go down, we're actually going to go back up. Because we're going to go down the other way. I'm just going to ignore these bone guys. I don't need to fight them. Actually, this is a great place to do a little soul steal action. We don't need the health, but it'll kill all of them for us. Now they say no. Also, he drops an Iron Cuirass, which we could have bought earlier, but we have the silver plate now, so we don't need it. Ignore him. Ignore him. Ignore him. And him. And him. And now, if you have OCD, where you need to kill every enemy on screen, and me ignoring the enemies is driving you crazy, I'm sorry. Oh, I didn't even mention. Now that we got the double jump, we can actually do a dive kick. But pretty much you double jump, then press down and jump again, and you'll do a dive kick. And you can actually bounce off of enemies' heads and keep doing dive kicks. And there's actually a room where that is a very viable strategy that we'll get to later. But it takes a lot, again, it takes a lot of coordination to do. And you'll remember, your friend Mitch here doesn't have the best hand-eye coordination. So, the chances of me doing it successfully, a little slow. I mean, a little low, but, yeah. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Come over here, get the $100, get the $400. You can't quite make that jump, but that's okay, because we're going to fall. Whoa! All the way down. Nice. And then we're going to go this way. Activate the save room. Drop down. Oh yeah, by the way, in case you don't know, on ledges like this that are narrow, like thin, you can hold down, press the jump button, you'll drop through. Chances are, if you've played video games in this day and age, you know that works. Over here, we fight a silo worm. And the sword doesn't do a lot of damage. I wonder if maybe they're strong against that, and we should be using the dual knuckles. Let's see. I'm curious. Critical. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, 3 crits in a row! Delicious. Alright, this you gotta be careful with, because Alucard takes damage when he's submerged in water. We could have came back here later after getting a certain item, but I decided, screw that, I want to do it now. So yeah, just gotta be careful to not fall in the water. We get that pot roast in case we need it. We're probably not gonna need it. I usually never end up using healing items, except in extreme circumstances in this game. So yeah, this boss is Scylla. I think that's how you pronounce it. It might be Skyla. It's Greek. It's a Greek, ancient Greek monster. You might recognize her from the Odyssey with Odysseus when he's on his voyage home and he has to pass through. I don't know why I'm thinking the Straits of Gibraltar. It's not that. It's the other one. The one near Constantinople. Alright, hold on. Let me focus. I'm getting my ass kicked. I want to do a... I need to do a soul steal here. If I can pull it off. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Okay. Let's do Okay. There we go. That almost was really bad, and I didn't even know what was happening at first, and I did the wrong spell in a panic. But hey, it worked out at the end, I guess. So, yeah, I can't think of the passage he was going through, but pretty much Odysseus, there were like two monsters. There was Scylla on the left or something, and then Charybdis, I think, on the right, and Charybdis was like a sea serpent monster, and Scylla was something... No, Charybdis was like a whirlpool-looking thing, I think, and then Scylla was kind of like what we just fought. So yeah, a little trivia there. And again, if you read that Castlevania Enemy Origins thing, it explains all that, and it's really cool. So I'm going to go get this Resist Ice. And we are going to re-equip. Alright, so we got... What do we got for our weapons here? Scimitar. The Cutlass, I think, is the best sword we got. And I want to use a sword for right now. Just so I can have that reach. Because the Jeweled Knuckles kind of serve their purpose. But now that we're pretty much even, I'm going to use this first. So what we want to do is we want to chop this open. Come back over here, but you'll see there's a big body of water. We can't cross it yet. I have to come back. And also we'll have to not fall down. That'd be really helpful too, huh? Alright, so... Let's see. Let's keep going here. Alright, so we got the toadstool. And now that is another food item. But when you actually eat it, it poisons you. But there's a way around that. We don't have the item we need for it just yet, but I can show it to you later on. So what we're going to do first is we're going to push this over here, but not quite block that just yet, because I want to show you what we're about to do. So you might be like, how the hell do I get past that? Well, in the most comical way possible. You plug up that gap, the water level starts to rise, these guys drown, and it's kind of like, well, how did you even get down there in the first place? I don't know, I always just thought that was funny. Alright, take out that toad. We gotta make that jump over here. Whoops. There we go. Nice dodge. Perfect. Okay, take out these frogs. Those little frogs are actually kind of annoying because you have to hit them at the right angle, and because they're so low to the ground. So I should probably explain, in case you don't know, there's two different ducking attacks. You can hit straight while ducking, and then if you hold the like down forward, you do like a slash at the ground. I missed that, but we're gonna just ignore it. Alright, then we want to fall over here, land over here, get that shiitake. Oh, we missed the toadstool over there. It's alright. We managed to get it anyway. Third time's the charm on the candle. Alright, now it looks like you can walk across that, but you actually can't. So be careful with that. Won't be really a big deal later, once we're able to, you know, get what we need to not take damage from the water. But for right now, big issue. So first we're going to come up here. We're going to go through this way. Do a little slide. Can get the life max up. Let's go land on that. And if we look over here, we'll see that we're back over this way. So let's go... Actually, we gotta go back to the outer wall now. Because hopefully the thing I need to show up in my, what do you call it? In the telescope will actually be there this time. Because otherwise, we can't progress underground. So we're gonna make the journey back. I'm gonna try to do it as fast as possible. If I ever have to do a lot of backtracking later on, I might cut it out if I have nothing really interesting to talk about. But I'll always let you know kind of where I'm going back to. And I'll always try to show you on the map where I ended up back at. I want the teleporter, not this thing. There we go. I probably should have saved. Oh well. Oh, come on. There we go. Again, I'll try to get that resolved when I record my next session here. But, like I said, there's not much I can really do about that right now. Yeah, this is where I wanted to go. It's the scorpion. I'll take the elevator this time so I can show you it. Whoa! Goes really fast. You can actually hear Alucard like scream like "Whoa!" as it goes down. All right, let's see. Is he here this time? Perfect. There we go. This is what I was trying to get happen the first 2 times. I think what triggers that, now that I think about it, is the blue door. That opens up the way to the underground. I don't think he'll show up if you don't activate that. I think that's what makes him show up. Alright, ideally, I would like to avoid having to go all the way around, but I don't think I can. I think I have to go this way. So again, I'd like to remind you that you don't have to go. If you were playing this alongside me, but were like, I'm not really feeling the underground area, there's another area you can go to. You don't have to play it in the order I'm playing. This is just the way I like to do it. Like, you could also go back to the library and go do stuff there. Remember there were the ledges that you couldn't reach? You can actually reach those now with the double jump. There's actually also, if you remember, back in the Marble Gallery, there was a room with a big giant clock. It's not the right door. I'll take the elevator up. There was a room with like a big giant clock, and there were like entrances like up top. There we go. You can actually go over there and go through those now too. But that's not where we're going.